Ah, that looks like a lot of fun. Dragon boat there with the St. Francois girls. And thank you, Carrie. Thank you, Ken, for coming down so early to the set. We know sports happens sort of after lunch. But around the table now, I have some colleagues, some wonderful people, some friends.
Nice.
Paul Pryce.
Hi, Lisa.
Welcome to the studio.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
And
Pleasure.
Evelyn Caesar Monroe.
Good morning.
Good morning. And Marvin Ishmael.
Thank you. Morning.
Thank you. I thought you live in Canada.
I do sort of live in Canada, but I'm also teaching down here. So
Oh,
it's
right.
it's a wonderful
Yes.
opportunity to be in both places
Yes.
during the year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, we are talking about the Trinidad and Tobago Film Festival.
Yes, yes.
And Paul, you have a film, a short actually,
Yes,
in the
yes.
festival. Tell us all about it.
So it's called The Deliverer.
Yes.
And it's premiering. The Caribbean premiere is happening on Friday night at Movietown for the film festival. And it's a crime drama that's set in Trinidad, in South Trinidad.
Yes.
And it's about a fisherman who is protesting a corrupt government to protect his home.
Where did you get the inspiration for this film?
Well, this is something I've been working on for the last 10 years, and it was initially inspired by Dole Shady, and it was a biopic that I was working on his life, and then eventually learning about the reroute movement, Dr. Wayne Kubla Singh, and his hunger strike against the
Yeah.
government. That was the genesis for this.
So you have
this
many
story.
stories happening in this one story.
Yeah, it's all based
Yeah.
on true events.
So tell me about these two lovely people here, because I know when we look at the trailer, which went viral in a few days
Yes.
on Facebook,
Yes.
I saw these faces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we were I was totally locked out because we
Yeah.
came here last year to shoot this short film. And then I immediately looked up to who would be the person to play one of the antagonists in the movie.
Because you're in the film.
I'm in the film as well, and also wrote it. And Marvin auditioned and just blew us away in terms of
Yes.
his work, and he's a professional, and he will tell you all about himself and what
Yeah.
he's doing,
Yeah.
but an incredible actor.
Yeah.
And then we had Evelyn Caesar Monroe, who plays the wife to the fisherman,
Right.
who also does an astounding job
Yeah.
in the film.
Yeah, we're getting some images there while we chat. But Marvin, what was it like working? Because I'm going to just declare that I'm also involved in this movie.
Yes.
Yes.
I feel
yes,
like
it is.
I feel like
Yes. Full
I'm So we know that it was shot at Grand Riviere, and it was, a small crew and all of that. What was it like for you being on set filming,
Well, first of all, I was attracted to the script. The script I thought was powerful because here you have, and I think we as artists, sometimes we have the wonderful opportunity of holding a mirror up to society, and sometimes it's a warning sign. It's telling people if you leave, if you forget about the individual needs, community needs, certain things could happen that you don't want.
Yes.
And I think Paul has sort of looked into this in a rather unique fashion. He's created very three-dimensional characters that you kind of fall in love with, although they might be the antagonist.
Yes.
His story is so compelling because he sees a need.
Right.
And this is what I think sometimes government or administrators forget.
Yeah.
That when you leave the void, when there is a void, somebody is waiting to go,
Yeah.
I have the answer. Why? Because they have their own individual agenda.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so sometimes we can marry the personal agenda to the global agenda.
It's what's
Yes.
taking place.
It
What
is
about-
what's taking place everywhere.
What about you, Evelyn? What was it like working with Paul? You're his wife in the film?
Well,
Yes.
the
I think
lovely
so.
Paul
Yeah,
Pryce.
yeah.
The funny
Which, by the
thing-
way, as you say, the lovely Paul Pryce, do you remember when he was
On
Oprah?
Oprah!
Yeah, Trinidad and Tobago. You may not remember. Some of you may not even know, but this was Oprah's sexiest, what?
Yes.
Island
Sexiest,
Dance Contest
man.
winner.
sexiest Caribbean man or
Yes.
something.
When I
And
was
I was
young
so
and beautiful
small.
back in the day.
Watching him.
Oprah's
Fantastic.
sexiest
I think
man.
for me, working with Paul on Carnival Messiah, Geraldine Connor's Carnival Messiah years ago, we had an experience. It was a massive cast. But right now, what we're talking about is his film,
Yeah.
the Deliverer, and it delivers so much. I want to say it's an honor when people call you just when you're about to change lanes in your career. Because when he called me, I was just about to make a huge decision. And I spoke to the director, Ron. And
Ron Morales,
Yes,
right,
Ron
yeah.
Morales, who is a fantastic director. He worked alongside Paul, and Paul worked alongside him. I feel like I've won something.
Yes.
I think the issues that we project through this film is so necessarily important at this time. We see what's going on, and we see the crumbling of societies based on the neglect of, as Ishmael alluded to.
Yeah.
It's so important that we understand the need to speak, to express, to face it, to deal with it.
Yes.
And that's what film is about. But
Absolutely,
Paul,
yeah.
let's celebrate some of your victories, because
Yeah.
you recently won the pitch, I believe, in
Yeah,
Canada.
yeah.
Tell us what that was
Okay,
about.
so Caribbean Tales, they have this program called the Incubator Program, part of their Caribbean Tales Film Festival, which is attached to the Toronto International Film Festival. So they find prospective projects from Caribbean filmmakers, and they invite them to Toronto to workshop their projects and pitch it to executive producers, what have you.
And you won.
And I won.
Congratulations! Yay! So you know what? We have to all go down there on the 21st.
The 21st, Friday the 21st at 6 p.m. at Movie Town.
Port of Spain.
And Port of Spain.
Yes.
And also on the 24th at 8:30, Movie Town, Port of Spain.
Because that's the day you get to see all the local films. I think there are over 100 local films in the film festival this year, which runs from today, the 19th. Yesterday was a premiere, all the way up until the 25th of September. Thank you very much, Marvin.
Thanks.
And congratulations to you for Hero last night, opening night movie, of which you're the executive producer. So yes, and a little dance for that.
You see, I got them dancing. As we dance our way out of this interview, I go across to Rishi, who is going to be chatting. Okay, we're not going to go across to Rishi right now. We're going to take in a few messages, and when we come back, we'll hear more from Rishi.